AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
We haven't gotten the chance to use this music yet, but I tell you what, we're looking pretty damn gorgeous today as we're doing the Go Home AfterBuzz show before WWE Hell in a Cell. You're watching live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page. You're liking on iTunes and SoundCloud. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends. 5 stars. All that fun stuff. Time to break down some SmackDown. Woo! Welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. Follow me on Twitter at Ro Rosenberg, Instagram at The Ro Rosenberg, and of course, the t-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. My usual crew here with me again. First off, looking oh so lovely at Curtain Jerks and Scott Narver.
Yes!
Yeah.
That show just got prettier.
Yes, it did. Now you're looking so ravishing.
Yeah, and I feel a stabbing in my side.
I wonder why.
A very cold blade.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And next to you, the always entertaining. At Chris Reports, Chrissy Olsen.
I'll take it. I will take it.
But guys, we got a special guest with us. He is sitting next to me right now. He is a comedian. He's hilarious. He's been on At Midnight a number of times. He also has a very good podcast called the We Watch Wrestling podcast. He also is a former WWE writer. He's hilarious. He's next to me. He's wearing a PWG shirt, which makes him awesome. At McCarthy Redhead, it's Matt McCarthy.
Well, hello there.
Hello, sir.
Greetings, salutations, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Well, the pleasure is all ours.
I'll take it.
All right. I'm glad. So, last SmackDown before Hell in a Cell, and again, like we've been saying the last few weeks, SmackDown has really been delivering. Mm-hmm. I mean, tonight we have a debut, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big debut and some pretty
And it
awesome
was
matches.
gorgeous, too. You can play his music. His music is fantastic.
Do you rave to this music?
You can do whatever you want to this music.
He's
asking
rapping
if you
and slapping to this song all the time.
Yeah. Do you jive to this?
I jump, jive, and sometimes wail.
Play with your selfie stick to that song.
It might be as feathery as his.
Hands above the table, please.
Oh, okay.
All times.
All right. And I love already in the chat roll, last week we had these 2 kids, Matthew and Benjamin Royer.
Oh, right, your illegitimate children.
Yeah, they looked like my kids. Mm-hmm. They star on a hit Disney show. They were great. If you haven't seen last week's episode, make sure you check that out. So everyone in the chat roll was just going nuts saying that, oh, I had my kids on. Already in the chat roll, they're saying that my dad is here.
I love it.
I don't know why. I would think Big Brother.
Yeah.
I would say more Big Brother. Just because he can grow a beard and I can't doesn't make him my dad.
Well, we've been alive longer than a decade, so we have reference.
Yes, exactly.
Don't listen to them.
No, I won't, Dad. Don't worry. I won't.
Who are these ladies that you're fornicating your mother that also just look exactly like you? Is that your type?
Apparently. That's how I roll. You know?
Frightening.
Hey, everyone's got their thing, you know? My thing apparently is like a mirror. I don't know. All right, let's get into SmackDown. Seth Rollins begins the show backstage and he runs into Kane. He's saying, what the hell are you doing here? You were suspended. You're not supposed to be here. And Kane's like, I was suspended on Raw, but here I am. Haha. And Rollins just like, well, good. I'm glad you're here because this is the last time you'll be in charge of anything after I beat Demon Kane on Sunday. And Kane lets Rollins know he's kicking off SmackDown, but won't tell him who his opponent is. Then Kane walks away and he runs to an unhappy New Day, which is unusual.
They were a blue day.
I like what you did there. That was pretty smooth.
See what I did?
That is poetry right there.
There you go, son.
New Day upset after what happened to Xavier Woods on Raw. He is nowhere to be seen because he went through a table. And Kane was wondering where's the positivity, and he announces that tonight's main event is New Day versus Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. So it was an interesting way to start SmackDown because it's not every day we just see it kind of backstage. And then we had no intro, and then boop, well, now we're in the ring.
That's right.
Anyone?
Just get to it. Just get to it.
Yeah.
Just cut out all the crap and just get right to it. This is not a 3-hour show. This one's only 2 hours. We got to get it rolling.
Yeah, we can't have Seth talk for 20 minutes every show.
Right?
Why not?
Got to change up every so often. I think he conveyed everything that there is to convey, so now we just have to do other stuff.
Right.
Well,
And
Matt,
they changed up. It was great.
well, Matt, let me ask you, because obviously you used to be a writer for WWE, so you had to deal with constant running, whether it was for 2-hour programs or at that time only the pay-per-views were 3 hours. How much time was done when you guys are in the rooms like, all right, how can we like stretch this thing out, or how can we cut as many things as we can to get into that time frame? Like, obviously, I've heard when I've talked to other writers, it's just insanely stressful.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is there
So
any
what do you want to
particular?
know exactly?
Well, like, what do you do when you're cramped and like have the show set up and it's just like, okay, we got to cram all this stuff in this short amount of time. How do you guys work together to cut things or expand things?
Well, I mean, it's no different than any other TV writing gig where it's, time is not on your side. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, SmackDown, you're a little bit better off than Raw because you're not live. Mm-hmm. You're going live to tape, but I mean, you can play with the edit however you want. So SmackDown, it's not that big of a stress. But I mean, the pre-tapes and the backstages can't take forever, and hopefully the in-ring promos don't take forever either, but Lord knows they do. Sometimes on purpose.
I was going to. Do you have any type of stories where someone was in the ring just doing a super long promo and you guys are all panicking in the back?
No.
They must have respected you.
No, there wasn't a lot of panicking like that. It was more. It's if it's not your segment, then you don't care. You're in the writer's room being like, I'm glad I'm not in Gorilla getting, yelled at by Vince right now. Because there's just so much heat to be had that there are a few things that you could even be doing right. So it was, if they're out, everything is your fault. So
it's never the superstars and divas, it's always yours.
Believe me, they get plenty of heat too. Mm-hmm. But for the writers in particular, everything is your fault. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Absolutely. Yeah.
Christian, you'd blend right in there.
I would.
Yeah.
Just have everyone blame me for everything.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
Can we ask Matt about any Vince McMahon encounters?
Why are you asking me for permission?
Well, because I don't want to overtake your...
I don't think he's gonna.
I want you to be like, he already talked about that another time, Christy. I know. They're very hard on me too.
Wow.
Leave my dad alone.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, so were you one of those writers in the Gorilla Room getting it from Vince ever?
Oh yeah. Oh, everybody gets it from Vince. Oh, there's plenty of it to go around. He's involved in every
Because sometimes you hear that
department.
he's just like, he's not around that much, so you don't really see him, and you do something wrong, you don't know what he thinks, but it sounds like you're right there with him.
No, if he's not around, it's because he's busy in some other department yelling at them. Yeah. No, that guy, God bless him. You can say whatever you want about him, but he is easily the most driven person I've ever met in my entire life. Like this is all he does. He gets up in the morning. I mean, now he's got grandkids, which apparently he loves. I never saw him with, Hunter and Stephanie's kids, but like that he, that's the only time he really would even, he doesn't go on vacation, but that's the only time he would be relaxed, and he loves being a granddad, which is awesome. He's human after all.
My question about Vince is, have you ever seen him napping?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Weak. No. And I was never on his jet, but apparently if you're on the jet with Vince, no matter how long the flight is, you're not allowed to sleep.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You either have to talk about the show or you have to rock out to AC/DC.
Well, the latter sounds pretty great.
I love it.
That I did not know that.
There you go.
That's awesome.
You be working or you be jamming out to AC/DC.
Fair
I
enough.
love it.
That's right. Ugh. Weak.
Well, Rollins.
Sleeper. There was well, no, I can't tell that story.
But
yeah.
Why not?
Wait for the book, everybody.
Yeah.
To tell all the memoir. So Seth Rollins, he's out in the ring waiting for his opponent. We found out it is Cesaro. So Rollins tries to escape this match early on, but then remember that Kane warned him, hey, you try to leave this, you might regret it. And so Rollins got himself back in the ring. Stardust showed back up in the Stardust section with the Ascension. So they... That's what it was. The Stardust
I remember. I know, but I don't remember which one it was. If it was Connor, but like Stardust had at least like a sign, like the fans have. But like one of the Ascension guys, he just had a little index card. What? Where's his card? It's shrunk in the wash.
What I don't understand is correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember seeing Stardust doing this on Raw in that 6-man tag. He's just done it on SmackDown the last 2 weeks. And Cesaro's got a match on the kickoff, which we'll get to because we have to do our predictions later on today, for that belt that Christy has in front of her, which will be mine.
10 pounds of gold.
The 10 pounds of leather and gold.
Saying that, no, I'm not even concerned.
This one's actually 12, oddly enough.
12 pounds of gold?
12 pounds of gold.
Because it has a photo of Christy and the other co-champion George.
That's a 2-pound picture of her.
Yes.
That's right.
Took them weeks to pound it out of the metal or whatever the hell they use for those sorts of things. You know.
Yeah, we'll go.
Charlotte just got her name on the belt.
Yeah. So we have the Stardust section. He's not involved at the pay-per-view, but Cesaro is. So we'll talk about that a little more later on, but I'm just kind of curious how they're going to go with this. Great match between these two, which obviously we would expect.
Yeah.
Cesaro, he sat Rollins on the top rope and did just a standing drop kick and reached Rollins' face.
That was a thing of beauty.
How high is that's got to be at least like 7-8 feet to just perfectly get your feet all the way up there.
You can't do that?
Oh, I can go 10, but I don't like to show off.
Of course.
Clearly.
That's right. That's Ziggler's gimmick.
I know that's why I'm not going to do it.
He's not gonna steal somebody's gimmick. That's gimmick infringement.
That would be wrong. That would be wrong. All my rosebuds agree that would be wrong.
Well, the party pooper got injured, apparently.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's too bad.
At a live show.
How much garbage was being taken out?
Seriously.
Some party.
We hope Adam Rose and Randy Orton get better soon.
Oh, man.
Cesaro, he's getting ready to go for what I like to call the super duperplex. When Rollins just standing on the apron.
I mean, for real. That
it's insane.
I was a little bummed out he didn't, it wasn't to completion.
Right, but Rollins was able to successfully counter it and then led up to him hitting the pedigree to get the win. And Rollins is victorious, as he hopefully should be heading into a title defense on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I like that Rollins won his match, but at Cesaro's expense, that bums me out. It was bittersweet because those two put on a hell of a match for a TV match too. I mean, just spectacular. The spot over the railing where he gives him the uppercut into the crowd, that was hot. Next to what's his name, the super fan who dresses like Fred Durst.
Oh, the sign guy?
Right. God
Dresses
bless
like
him.
Fred Durst.
He does. His gimmick is that he dresses like Fred Durst.
No, it's
like
not.
Fred Durst is going to paint his house.
I like how his gimmick.
will.
His gimmick is not.
Durst needs the money.
His gimmick is not that he brings all the signs all the time. It's
No.
just he wears a blue shirt and red hat.
He wears a fitted hat backwards.
I've never heard it described before, and it bums me out that it's described as like, yeah, he dresses like Fred Durst. Like, oh,
Yeah.
poor guy. I'm gonna throw him a couple bucks if I see him at the next show.
I mean, it's better than the clown because he goes the red over the nose, which really freaks me out.
I love Frank the Clown.
I'm talking about his makeup.
Oh,
I'm saying clown makeup is creepy enough.
that's true.
He makes it creepier.
By the way, Ron Carleone in the chat, I love you, Ron. You say Christian couldn't do a 10-foot dropkick even if he was on an 11-foot ladder. Thanks, buddy.
Scientifically accurate right there.
Good one.
Renee's backstage with the Miz. Just a real quick clip saying that Miz said that he found out Summer's dropping a bombshell tonight on Miz TV. We'll find out what that is. Which, at this point, if you're watching the show, you already know what it is. But we're just teasing it for you anyway because that's what we do.
And that was very E-News of them.
It was a little. It was a little like, hey, tune in a little later on to see what
For the juicy
bombshell.
gossip scoop.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
Oh yeah.
The total diva over here.
D.
By the way, they can't hear you if you're nodding.
Right.
But they can see it.
They can.
Right.
Those people watching can
Live
see it.
stream, yeah.
But you know what else I like to watch? I like to watch football, and I follow football every week because of DraftKings.
Yeah, but you can't make any money by just watching football, sucker.
No, but you can play on DraftKings and win that way because every week is a new season. And if you use the promo code BUZZ at DraftKings.com, you can play for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. I got my team listed already. The game is going on right now. I got a couple players in the Thursday night game, and so I'm praying they're doing well.
What's your team name?
There's no
should be good.
real names. It's just like your username.
What's your username?
I don't want to share it.
Well, you throw down a challenge every week that you can beat everybody. You can make
Because
money
I beat the
off
world. I just take on the world and I win.
with the username of.
Take on the world and win.
Yeah. The username is DraftKings.com, promo code BUZZ.
That's elaborate.
Yeah, isn't it? They fit it all in there. But yeah, they crown a new millionaire each week, and it's a great new way of playing fantasy football with the life-changing payday. DraftKings.com, promo code BUZZ. Let's get into a very, very, very long Divas segment.
Yeah.
And I normally complain about lack of time Divas get. I almost feel like this was too much time with everything, which is really odd of me to say. Paige comes out, starts kind of the promo, talking about how nobody believes her, that everyone's claiming she's the one who attacked Natalya last week, but she's saying it wasn't her. But there are only two people that she truly cares about, and she wants Charlotte and Becky to come out so she can plead her case. Shockingly, they happen to be right in Gorilla, waited to come out. I mean, you would think they would have to wait a minute.
Every wrestler ever is behind the curtain. You never know who's going to come out.
That's right. Except for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he's just hanging up in the stands.
That's true.
He's eating nachos.
He's always pounding hot dogs in the entryway.
Well, not getting any information. He should really carry a walkie-talkie on him or something.
It's like he hears his music and he's like, "Oh, gotta go!" And he just pounds a Frankfurter. And he's
Sir, you need to pay for those.
Oh, you're on the way out.
That's the guy. It's not a security guard chasing him. It's the food cart vendor.
That's right.
He wants his money.
Yeah.
I've always felt that should be flipped. That Dean should be the one that from the Shield that still comes in through the crowd. Cause he's nuts. Did you notice on Table for Three, everybody had a fork and knife, but only Dean only had a fork. They wouldn't give him a knife.
And that he was in a t-shirt.
And he was in a t-shirt. He's like, "Yeah, I don't have any button-down shirts."
Back to the Divas. Charlotte and Becky pretty much break down everything that Paige has done and is like, why should we trust you? Because of blah, 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 blah.
Well, blah, blah, blah. Becky's finally getting to talk, so.
Well, yes,
Which
that-
I love.
but
Good
no,
thing.
I'm saying Becky and Charlotte were both breaking things down here.
Right.
And-
Paige has been getting some sun.
Yeah, she's getting tanner, which is unusual.
Until the other two come out, then it's like, oh yeah, that's our pale girl again.
Well, the tops have gotten a little bit lower. There's more hair. There's more eyelashes.
There's more hair from the tops lowering? Like there's hair, like chest hair?
No, I meant extensions from the head.
Okay.
But I wasn't looking that closely. You never know.
Well,
I will.
Bella's come out, and they're saying, is this SmackDown, or is this another episode of Pretty Little Liars?
PLL reference on SmackDown, but you guys weren't expecting that one.
This is what I thought was hilarious. Now at this point, literally everyone has a microphone
Yeah.
except Alicia Fox. Nothing to say.
No. She gets to wear the tutu.
That's
You don't
true.
get to wear the tutu and get a microphone.
That's true.
And but she's really hip about it because she's got the chain connected to connected to her apparently wallet or
Right.
keys that are in the tutu.
Yeah.
But yeah, why didn't she? What? I mean, even if she's just
least-
just hold it.
Let her say uh-huh.
Or just call it, Tamina's dumb. Tamina says less than me.
She thinks one of them is Tamina. That would be even better.
Yeah,
She's
just-
like, that's right, Tamina. Then
Just
they're all
calling Tamina out all the time.
like PCB.
She's not around.
Like, Tamina's not here. We could. That'd
She's
be funny.
still dumb.
She should be. She should be like Brick from Anchorman. Like, she says something and then the bell is just like, shh.
She's on the wrong side.
Push her mic down.
It's
Right.
I love you, Bree. I love you, Nikki. I love Lamp.
Exactly.
What if she just says Foxy after everything they say?
Or she can just say Foxy after everything she says.
That's a hot
Like Wayne's
pitch.
World
Sell
with
merch.
the quotes and everything.
Foxy.
I mean, we haven't had that since Funaki with Indeed.
True.
Why not?
And it's practically the same thing.
It's identical. Charlotte's calling Nikki out. Let's take this. Let's do this tonight instead of wait until Sunday. Paige is like, no, she has to go through me first. That led to Paige versus Nikki.
I liked that. I thought that was clever. And it's a clever way out of it because, that's such the babyface move.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait till Sunday. I'll do it tonight.
But then Paige is like, no, I want to do it tonight. Because she wants to show her friends that she's loyal.
Right.
And then we have a nice back and forth match between Paige and Nikki. And Nikki wins completely clean.
I dug that.
That was a good match.
Yeah. Oh, it was a very good match. Very good match.
It was just trying to put the other one away.
Yes.
Roll-ups and none of that stuff worked. It was just tried a big power move towards the end and it didn't work. And then one trying to move and it didn't work. And then eventually she just got her. She just bested her.
Yeah, Nikki and Paige always they mesh well together. They have very good matches
They
together.
were like brutalizing each other. This one was rough. Like I felt like I was like, ow, 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 ow.
Is that how you were?
Ow. Well, you were sitting right next to me.
I know.
You didn't notice me going, ow, ow.
I was listening to the match. We have soundproof headphones. So
Oh.
I
He
was
actually
not
requested to
paying
wear those all the time when we're together. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. As soon as we leave the studio, headphones go on.
Christian. Yeah.
Nah. But yeah, so Nikki with the momentum and like the stare down to Charlotte, and Paige fails to impress her buddies.
Becky Lynch not having it.
Nope.
No, she is not. And Charlotte's just kind of staring there, looking at her opponent.
Right. Just giving everybody the flare face.
The flare face. I'm just waiting for her to start elbow dropping a jacket.
She takes off her blouse. And
Takes off her t-shirt and just starts elbowing it.
Takes Paige's jacket and just elbow drops.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would mark out so much if that happened.
In time, don't worry.
Okay.
I mean, when she turns heel, she needs to come out with like 4 male models on her arms.
Oh my God, yes.
Like 100%.
WrestleMania, she's coming out in a robe. She'll come out in a robe.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. It's gotta happen.
That's hot.
Well, she said she was going to headline WrestleMania, right?
That her goal is to
Sometime
main
last
event
week?
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's what her goal is.
It could happen.
Well, watch me, guys.
Uh-oh. Well, we have another dead guest here on AfterBuzz TV.
No,
if this
just
keeps
continuing the
happening,
streak.
we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
His face is getting redder than his beard.
Just hiding behind the couch with the rest.
And we lost it. Oh, no, you're going to
Hold
separate
on.
your shoulder.
Oh.
You're going to dislocate your shoulder if you keep doing that.
I can't work the pre-show. I separated my shoulder.
Get well soon, Randy. Ms. TV, here's the intriguing part of, really the most intriguing part of tonight's SmackDown.
Juicy stuff.
Miz brings out Ziggler, asking, hey, how do you feel the fact that you've turned down Summer and Lana is now engaged to Rusev? Ziggler's like, I don't care.
Which is so the attitude of this angle at this point. Isn't it?
So then Miz brings out Summer Rae, and Summer's talking about it and starts talking about how the proposal she did to Rusev was a huge mistake. She proposed to the wrong guy. And Ziggler's like, I don't care. You're not going to propose to me. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not talking about you. I have a new boyfriend. Let me introduce you to him.
Big E came out.
It actually...
What?
No, Big E came out later. And
Randy
it was also...
Orton came out.
No, he was taking out the trash.
I'm confused.
Foxy.
No, she didn't have a mic. She was still looking for it. It was Tyler Breeze
What?
making his main roster debut.
I just, every time I play this song, I just really feel like we just need to take selfies. Selfies? Okay, we're ready, we got it. Oh, flipping. We need a stick. Oh my God, you did such good face. I love it. Okay,
I do
done.
good duck face.
Did you feel left out just now? Because I kind of felt left out.
Yeah, I could have gotten you guys in there, and I chose not
wait
to.
a minute. Wait.
For a guy, it's
Here it
always
comes.
difficult to get
Here it
over.
comes. All right, I feel better now. Thanks, Dad.
And what?
Oh, it's on with the studio selfies.
So Tyler talks about how Ziggler is dressed like it's 1985, and Ziggler makes a Back to the Future reference. And
Which was timely because they taped this on Tuesday, the day
right.
before Back to the Future Day.
And Breeze says, we are about to give WWE a much-needed facelift. And as Ziggler's getting ready to make a witty comeback, Breeze beats the crap out of him.
Oh wait, did you notice when Breeze first gets into the ring, and he sidles up with Summer? She thinks he's gonna kiss her, and he
turns away.
grabs the microphone from her. That was beautiful.
Genius.
That was beautiful.
I'm really intrigued to see how the two of them work together.
I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Because with everything, I've loved everything about Tyler Breeze in NXT. And the only thing that I was thinking of, because there was one time when he came out on one of the takeover specials, they had like a girl flaunt at him and like run and grab him and like had security, and it seemed like it was actually a plant. And I was like, oh, that could be like the one thing. Maybe put some attractive woman with him, and it never really did it. Mm-hmm. So I'm really curious how it's going to be.
There was also another NXT takeover where during his entrance he stood next to a woman dressed like a building.
What?
At Brooklyn, they had the
Oh,
girls
yeah.
Dressed like a yes,
dressed
yes.
like the Chrysler Building and
I'm like,
Empire
what?
State Building and stuff.
He did
Well,
do
now
that.
that's
That's going
mildly
to the-
demeaning.
What's fun about playing with a building? So the robot turns into a bug. It's just all your big quotes you can squeeze into one AfterBuzz show.
There you go. Beauty shot by Tyler Breeze, and he stands tall over Ziggler. He also
He didn't
throws the
stand very
selfie
tall.
stick.
He's kind of short guy.
He's shorter than Summer, which
She's
she's tall.
an Amazon
She's very
diva.
tall, and she's in heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also threw the selfie stick at Ziggler's throat into the turnbuckle, and they played off of, oh, that's still the injured throat from when Rusev injured it a few months ago.
And it was like, oh my gosh, they're wrestling announcers again.
Wait,
Reminding us of the story.
they're calling things back.
My God, that was psychology. I love it.
Who'd have thunk it?
I also like the shot at the beginning that Dolph took at Miz. He's like, well, so you're not even a wrestler anymore. You're just like an ambassador.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, those two are like best friends, and I think they can take shots.
Oh,
at each other.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it on TV,
No,
man.
no, it did
Now
not.
it's slinging that mud. No way.
From there, we get tag team action. Sheamus and Barrett versus the Lucha Dragons. Rusev is in their corner. They have one of those quick, like, 15-second promos, hyping up how the three of them together, well, especially with Rusev or Barrett and Sheamus together, they never lose a fight when they're backing each other up. And then Rusev goes on a tangent talking about how they're going to crush Neville, Ziggler, and Cesaro at Hell in a Cell. And they crushed the Lucha Dragons tonight. No real Rusev crush because he wasn't really in the match, but he pushed.
Rusev caught.
Rusev pushed Barrett out of the way when Sin Cara went for a suicide dive, and then Kalisto eventually had to deal with a bro kick, and Sheamus, Barrett are victorious. Is it weird that we see a tag team lose that easily to two singles wrestlers? Because I feel like with as much buildup as they have been doing with the tag division, suddenly having them lose. Now, granted, one of them is Mr. Money in the Bank. The other one is a former multiple-time Intercontinental Champion and King of the Ring. So obviously they certainly have the prestige behind
And
it.
another one is heartbroken.
And another one, well, yeah, he wasn't in this actual match though.
Right, but he's there playing
They
mind
were
games.
really trying to sell it like they were a unit, the three of them.
Yeah,
And it's 3-on-2.
right. But don't you feel like it? And like when we get to the main event later on, don't you feel like it hurts the tag division when two singles wrestlers beat tag teams?
No.
Why?
New Day. They're 3 as well. They're playing a numbers game.
Right, but tonight there were two.
Right,
and they lost,
and they gelled together, and they won. Like they're really good.
But they're a team
right out of the gate. Like, yes, Salute to Dragons are a team, but they haven't been doing great as of late. And these other guys are on the same page and like doing it together. Plus, they got a cool name online. They call themselves Eurotrash.
Okay, that's a cool name.
It's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
You got a cool name, you're gonna win.
But I see what you're saying. It just kind of seems unnecessary. It's like there is a strong tag division right now. There's plenty of teams they could send out there.
Yeah.
Why do this?
Well, because Los Matadores hurt themselves taking out the trash.
Oh, they did too? Jeez, everyone's hurting themselves with them damn trash bags. Buy some. We need to be sponsored by Hefty or something.
It was a garbage bag and Torito was in it.
Where's Duke the Drumster Drosy when you need him?
Where is Duke the Dumpster Drosy when we need him?
Yeah, you
Man,
guys are
that
millionaires. Pay somebody to take out your damn garbage, Randy Orton.
Am I right? Was it an early episode of Raw? Or maybe it was Superstars, whatever it was. I feel like it was Raw, where Jerry Lawler and Duke the Dumpster Drosy were in their program. And so this must have been 95 or 94, because Jerry Lawler referenced the commercial for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. And he goes, you know that part when Ace Ventura says, do not go in there? It's because Duke the Dumpster Drosy is in there. That is burned in my brain. Even at 20 years ago, I was like, ooh, that's.
I could not tell you if that was Raw or Superstars. I would have absolutely no. Maybe it was Livewire for all we know.
I feel like it was Livewire.
Okay, I was just throwing that.
No,
out there.
I feel like you're right.
All right, there
Scour
you go.
the
Good work.
network, everyone. Scour
Yeah,
it.
we are so far down memory lane right now. I'm not sure that we can find our way back to this evening's SmackDown.
Well, no, we'll get there because we got a recap of Reigns and the Wyatts from Raw, and we just got to touch on it real quick. Why the hell did Eric Rowan show up with no announcement? I mean, if Luke Harper couldn't be there, fine. And you want to bring Rowan in now? Okay, hype it up. Oh, the Wyatts are even stronger. Rowan's back. Oh my God, who's going to stop him now? There were 4 of them. But when you say at the beginning of the show, Harper and Strowman versus Ambrose in a handicap match, when you have him on the freaking vignettes, and then out comes Rowan. No thing of like, it's not Michael Cole and him being like, oh my God, it's Eric Rowan. All of a sudden it's just like Rowan tagged in. And
Yeah.
like nothing's ever happened.
Yeah, it was a very
weird.
unceremonious return. It made me think that he was being punished for something, but I've done a lot of research and that's not true.
I bet some of these goofs think we look like Eric Rowan, too.
They probably do.
A bunch of goofs in the chat there.
Hey, you bunch of goofs. If we was Chinese, you'd be racist.
Well, back to the Hart household.
Thanks, Dad.
And so says Uncle Steve.
Just the most random heart.
Hey, Uncle Steve here to accuse you of being dorks.
So that's all I want to talk about with the Wyatts. I was just really annoyed about how that
Where was
happened.
Braun Strowman?
Tonight, there are no Wyatts really on TV except the very end on the Tron.
I know. I love Braun Strowman.
He's pretty cool.
I'm Braun Strowman! Doesn't he look like he should talk like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland?
Yes.
You know, if I do almost feel like he should have like the Bobby Lashley voice.
Eric Rowan is back! Let me rub your head for luck, brother!
God.
And Luke's always like pushing back, like, all right.
Wyatt, don't try it! Let's go to the gas station where Luke Harper worked and pick him up! He dresses like he works at a gas
Are
station.
you Snagglepuss? What the hell?
I'm Braun Strowman! I'm all the strobe this man can brawn!
Can we get a reaction of Braun Strowman looking at the Hell in the Cell being locked up with a Gadzooks in there?
Gadzooks! My father's locked in a cell with Roman! Did I mention I'm Strowman?
Where the hell did this show go? I love it.
To the top.
To the top. You're absolutely right.
To the top of the charts.
Well, speaking of top of the charts, what better way to segue than into going into my boy, Mr. Bo Dallas? Because when you think top of the charts, you immediately think of Bo Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. From the depths of superstars comes Bo Dallas.
Hey, Bo got on the microphone tonight, and he said, I just want you all to know that I accept John Cena's open U.S. title challenge
Brilliant.
for all my Bo-Americans. And then he starts trying to sing the national anthem with Bo as the first word instead of O. And I really wish he got through the whole song, because I think it would have been nice. But Ryback had to interrupt him.
Yeah.
And then beat him in 2 minutes.
It was feeding
He was
time.
hungry, yeah.
Yeah.
And the short segment.
Yes, yes it was. Yeah, so Shell Shock win. That was pretty much that whole match.
Probably took him out of commission for Sunday for that open challenge.
I hope not. You better know. Now, I think Bo Dallas and Heath Slater are going to race to the ring.
Heath Slater's going to win because he didn't fight Ryback, so he's good to go.
Heath who?
Slater.
I know.
I would hope you knew.
I know.
Jeez, you scared me there for a
It's
minute.
just been a while. Oh no, I have many opinions on Heath Slater.
He's training. He's in training right now.
Training for the U.S. Open Challenge. Renee's backstage with Kevin Owens right after the Ryback match, asks if he's ready for this Sunday. And he's praising Ryback. He's like, he's strong. He's a monster. He's got, his mindset, blah, 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 all this stuff. But the one thing that he's not is champion. And, I'm none of those things, but I am champion. Renee mentions to him that sounds arrogant, but Owen says, no, it doesn't mean I'm arrogant.
She got to have an opinion and say something about someone once.
That's true.
It was really cool.
It happened on Raw, too.
Yeah.
I'm liking this a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Back and
letting her have a
forth.
personality.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Like, she was getting it at it with Paige on Raw.
Yes.
And you hear, obviously it's Kevin Owens. They're not going to have some type of altercation, but she's, still staying her opinion. She's
Yeah.
just like, hey.
She could do a purple nopal and run out of there, I think. Just a quick, yeah.
Don't give her any ideas.
I did appreciate that Kevin Owens was actually facing the monitor when he was watching the match.
Yes.
As opposed to, like this is how they're usually watching it, out of the side of their eye. Just the side of your eye.
Face to the camera. Well, speaking of titles that may or may not change hands this Sunday, I have a little ring rumor that I would like to bring up to you
Is
guys.
this a Believe That segment?
It is.
All right, time for Believe That. Matt, we do this segment every week where Chrissy loves dirt sheets. I think they're the epitome of scum. And
You can be somewhere in between, Matt. It's okay.
Man,
So-
you hate scum.
I do. So Chrissy finds a story that she finds really intriguing, tells us about it, and then we decide whether or not, hey, that might be true, or, okay, we need to egg whoever wrote that house. So what you got this week?
That's right. Well, it's kind of questionable what may be happening to Dolph Ziggler in the future with all of this Lana and Summer Rae stuff going by the wayside. So perhaps, as the ragmags, as you like to call them, are reporting, that he
I don't
will
remember ever saying ragmags, but go on.
win. I got that from you. They are saying that he will have a title win over John Cena this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, and that will lead to, in the very near future, a heel turn for Dolph Ziggler.
But that would mean he's wrestling twice this Sunday. And he's selling a throat injury from SmackDown.
Well, they could also do it on Monday, because Cena's last day before he takes his little hiatus to shoot his reality show is on Monday.
Do you know that for a
So they
fact?
could do
Did
it on
John
Raw.
Cena say that? You don't know when his last day
Well, I
is.
haven't talked to him for a while, guys.
Right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah, don't be questioning me. Come on.
The proof is in the scum pudding.
And yes, Green Thunder, we know Chrissy's segment needs a sound cue. She's working on some jingle for it.
What's his?
Green
I'm sorry?
Thunder.
Green Thunder, if you can find a clean version without music or crowd cheering of Roman Reigns saying "Believe that," please send me the link. Thank you.
Okay, you have your assignment, Green Thunder.
And then we'll do it.
All right.
We'll do it up.
Scott, what do you think of that?
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's Dolph on Sunday for sure. If Dolph is the guy that takes it, I guess it would be Monday, and maybe I think Dolph's been a bad guy character for a long time on TV now, without them acknowledging it. There's nothing to cheer for the guy.
Right.
He's a womanizer. So yeah, I could see them, doing that sort of run again. Whoever it's gonna be, it's gonna make a major guy, and so if it's Dolph, I could see that happening. I can believe that.
Matt, what do you think?
Finally.
I think it's a bunch of hooey.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Will
going
it
to
be
go with
Braun
that, but then
Strowman?
we can just all go with that.
Hooey.
Will it be Braun Strowman that takes it from Cena?
I accept the challenge, Mr. Cena Man.
All right. Main event. Reigns and Ambrose versus New Day. New Day is wearing black armbands with XW on them. like Xavier Woods just died. And like Kofi's
we don't know.
We know he's not dead. I hope he's not dead because
They
I love
didn't really
Xavier
elaborate
Woods.
on the severity of his injuries.
True.
He could be hanging on by a thread.
That's right. He's PhD'd.
You're so hip. You're so hip with it.
I'm so hip. It's like I have 4 legs.
I love we finally got the boom drop back from Kofi, but this time he did a little hopscotch.
Hopscotch!
He did a hopscotch for the
Brilliant.
boom drop. Friggin' loved it. Ambrose and Reigns, towards the end of the match, are in control. New Day tries to run away, but as they head through the curtain, they're chased back by the Dudleys. They get back in the ring.
I think the next Botchamania, he needs to put together all, like the last few weeks, just this whole summer, of all the heels trying to powder away in the middle of the match, set to the Monty Python's Holy Grail of "Run away! Run away!"
It's been done a lot recently.
It has been done quite a bit recently.
And we have a Doomsday Device by Reigns and Ambrose.
I like that.
And then a disgusting Superman punch onto Kofi. I thought Kofi's skull caved in. Followed by a nasty spear. Reigns
Roman
and Ambrose.
Reigns was really happy with that Superman punch.
Oh, he
when they cut to
loved
him.
that
He
one.
was delighted.
Please.
He's like,
quite
all
pleased.
right, that one looked good.
He's like, that's not on Botchamania at all.
Reigns and Ambrose with the win, and then we get on the Tron Bray Wyatt saying, remember Roman, no matter how hard you try, you can't outrun your fear. See you in hell. And that's how SmackDown goes off the air.
Which is pretty funny because most of the roster could outrun Bray Wyatt.
He's not necessarily the fastest. Like, you don't want to pick him in a race.
No, not at all.
No, you might want to pick him in a match, but not in a race.
Hop on my shoulders and I'll run for you.
I don't think you want to pick Strowman either.
Oh, what are you talking about? You hold a pork chop in front of his face on a stick?
Yes!
It's like a bat out of hell, that guy.
Yes.
All right, so before we get into the predictions, we have some real quick news and gossip, but it's more so just news because we need to celebrate the fact that WWE has signed a couple people, and they're friends of ours.
Wait, can we finally talk about this?
It's been broken, so yes.
On the Ragmags?
No, it's been broken on their personal Twitters. So
I've been holding it in for a while, okay? You have to give me a little credit here.
okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let us congratulate fellow AfterBuzz TV host Daria Bernardo for signing with the WWE with a developmental deal.
Yay!
Congratulations to Daria.
Yay!
The studio audience applauds you as well. Also, our buddy Mata from Tough Enough, who was a guest on the Tough Enough AfterBuzz, also signed. Congratulations to him. They've pretty much signed like 2/3 of the Tough Enough cast at this
Patrick,
point.
ZZ, Amanda as well.
Obviously, the two winners, Josh and Sarah, and now Daria and Mata. Poor Chelsea.
Patrick is missing some indie events this last weekend, apparently because of his signing on. He's no-showing some things. And yes, poor Chelsea.
And poor Maven, huh?
Hey, they can bring him back in like a special appearance in NXT.
A reunion? A Tough Enough reunion with Maven?
A Tough Enough reunion. Yes.
Yes, hosted by Maven.
God.
I remember being at the Madison Square Garden and it was Matt Hardy versus Maven. And just
Greatest match of all time.
and just shouting, "Maven, you suck!" And
I'm just getting glum, like
the
oh,
entire
no.
all 15,000 people in Madison Square Garden started laughing.
That must have felt really good.
It was like, I have done my job tonight.
Good day.
Can I get that for my reel?
And then I dumped my Coca-Cola on my head and I said, "Good evening."
I remember when I might have been like 18, 19 years old, I went to a show, and it was right after Jamal, Umaga, was fired as Jamal. And at this house show, they had Rosie team up with Lance Storm for some random reason. It was Lance Storm and Rosie versus Tommy Dreamer and the Hurricane.
Wow.
That's a nice pairing. And I was ringside, and I'm just yelling at Rosie, just yelling at him, being like, go to the back and find your brother, because he's gone. You should go and find him and leave with him. Just being stupid. And Rosie gave me the stare of death. And like after the match ended, like he was out of the ring near us, and I'm like, I told you, man, just go and find him and stay with it, just heckling him like all fans do. And he's just staring at me, and he starts getting up on his feet, and he starts walking towards me. And Lance Storm has to run over and pretty much like start pushing like all right, let's go, let's get the hell out of here. So I almost died that night.
And that's how you got your name.
Yes, that's how I got the name Rosie.
Wow.
Exactly.
Origin story, everybody.
Yes, there it is right there. It wasn't from an actual indie show 10 years ago. It was just that night at the Hartford Civic Center. All right, so enough of that. We got predictions to do. Because this Sunday, Hell in a Cell is happening.
Are we in the cash cab?
We are in the cage. Oh, see, I thought the cage was lowering. Because then they flash the lights when the cell lowers, too.
Yeah.
It's really up there.
Yep.
It's going to take a while.
I mean, it might take a little bit. But Hell in a Cell taking place down the street from us at the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
Woo-hoo!
And, of course, we will be doing the AfterBuzz for you here that Sunday night.
Woo-hoo!
There you go. So let's get into these predictions because I need to tell everybody how I'm going to take that title from Christy. So pre-show kickoff match, 6-man tag, Ziggler, Cesaro, and Neville versus Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev. To me, Ziggler's getting beat up. Cesaro has a feud getting ready to start with Stardust. Ziggler has a feud getting ready to start with Breeze. Someone's going to cause a distraction. I'm going with Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev.
All right, I go Eurotrash.
Yeah.
Which is okay. So everyone's in agreement.
Team
there.
Eurotrash.
Team
Yeah,
Eurotrash.
I'd say so.
All right. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Kevin Owens defends against Ryback. We already know who Chrissy's going to pick.
Because I believe in the secret and putting the thoughts out there. And so, yes, Ryback. Me and him, we're putting the thoughts in motion.
Christy's a huge Ryback fan.
We make things happen with our minds. Me and Ryback.
I'm afraid
Go ahead.
you're going to eat more words than Ryback eats calories in a single day. Kevin Owens retains.
You may be right about that, but I do think that this belt will change hands either on Sunday or Monday. I think if it changes hands Sunday, it will change back on Monday because they need to amp up. They're all about the Raw and the ratings are freaking out about it. And this kind of seems like the one that could do. So don't be surprised if Ryback wins on Sunday and then Kevin Owens wins it back on Monday.
I've said it before and I say it again. Kevin Owens will not lose that title until Sami Zayn is on the main roster. Owens retains. Scott?
Yeah, I go Kevin Owens.
All right. Tag Team Championship on the line. Dudleys get one more shot at the New Day. New Day has been, up to tonight, really dominating everyone.
Yeah.
Which only makes sense for them to lose the title. So I'm going Dudleys.
Oh, wow. See, I think New Day's going to retain.
I want them to, but I think at this point they're going to have Dudleys win it.
Maybe Xavier makes a triumphant return
Perhaps.
from out of nowhere to lay the slap down in Dudleyville. I go New Day.
I'm going New Day as well. I'm going with Matron Bros. That I think
How long have you been holding that one in?
I used it the other day.
But it was on a different podcast.
Okay.
It was. I think they win it, and then I think on Monday when the ratings need to be boosted,
Yes.
we see some heavy set Los Matadores wearing glasses come out.
What?
That'll be the Dudleys going for their shot.
Christy.
I was gonna say the Dudley Boys, but you might be onto something there where Xavier Woods comes out and like saves the whole thing, smacks him down, whatever. So I'm iffy on this one because I like that idea.
Xavier Woods comes out in a bull costume.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
It also fits quite snugly.
Yes.
So the three of you are going New Day. All right. So
Definitely.
one extra point for me.
I reserve the right to change my opinion on Saturday when I put in my official predictions, by the way.
Boo.
Just
I
saying.
stand by what I say on the
All right.
air.
I often
You
forget
do that.
what I
We'll
say on
see
the
who's
air.
got the belt.
So you're the reason the odds in Vegas changed at the last minute.
She's the one.
You're welcome.
United States Championship Open Challenge, John Cena versus blank. So, as an extra bonus point, we're doing this one. If you can successfully guess who his opponent is, you'll get a point too. So first, let's go with the opponent, and then we'll say who
Remember,
wins.
this person has to win the title from him, either
Yeah.
on Sunday or Monday.
I could see it being Tyler Breeze, and also they may have tipped the bid a little bit because if you noticed, before the Tyler Breeze debut, when they came back from commercial, they plugged that it's a John Cena U.S. Open Challenge, and we don't know who the opponent is. Then they went into Miz TV.
I love having a writer at this table. Yes.
So are you saying Breeze or are you saying Miz?
Damian Sandow.
Breeze.
Okay.
Oh, God, where is he?
If only.
He's on the side of the milk carton, that new network show.
That's a long show.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of horribly
Hosted
mismanaged.
by Maven, oddly enough.
Scott, who's the mystery opponent?
God, there's so many guys. I think I'm going with the fan moment that I want it to be. That's very unlikely. I want it to be Daniel Bryan.
Damn you! That was what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you stole it from me.
Yeah.
Damn you!
Well,
now I gotta
also-
change mine.
You also make everybody go first, so that way you sound more
I know.
prominent when you could just do it first.
All right, so you're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna change mine then.
I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan, and then he wins it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Christy.
I'm gonna stick to my believe that, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be Dolph Ziggler.
I thought you were going to say Bo.
So you're saying Ziggler's wrestling 2 matches on Sunday.
I mean, if Rollins can do it, Ziggler can do it.
All right, so I was so sold on Daniel Bryan, and Scott ruined it for me.
There's no way that we're not gonna know when he's coming back.
I'm gonna go
There's
with kind of
no way it's not gonna get leaked.
I'm gonna go.
No way. I bet my life on it right here at this second. There's no way.
Did you know the
And
Dudley?
I'm not gonna sit here
Did
at
you
this
know
table
when-
and tell you.
Hey,
believe that
hey,
next week he's coming
hey,
back, and then he does. Sorry.
Hey,
Okay.
shush. Did you know? Did you have any inkling when the?
Just shush me.
I did. Do you know when the Dudleys showed up? No. Do you know when The Rock showed up? No.
Yeah. That stuff is all over the websites. It totally is. It totally was.
So you knew before they came on. Didn't you? The only person on the planet.
Christy
that
knew
that.
before Spike,
reading
Big
this.
Dick, Sign Guy. She knew before the
Dances
entire...
with Dudley.
Well, I think Cena is going to drop the title on Raw, so I think he'll successfully defend it. And another thought that did cross my mind, you brought up, I'm going Miz. Because Miz has beat him before at WrestleMania. He's going to try to beat him there, but Cena will retain against The Miz on Sunday.
Let's all put some positive vibes out there and cross our fingers that we do see Bo Dallas with a cast on his head and crutches being like, I believe!
I got this!
Yeah.
All right, so I'm saying... go
Tyler
ahead.
Breeze or Cesaro.
But Cesaro's wrestling too.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
We already got Caesar.
I'm saying,
It's a pre-show tag match.
So I'm saying-
they're all gonna be in there for like 20 seconds.
all right, so I'm saying Cena beats Miz. Scott, you were saying Daniel Bryan beats Cena.
Yes.
Christy, you were saying...
I'm saying Dolph Ziggler is going to win on Monday.
So what happens on Sunday?
He will defend it successfully.
So Cena's going to defend it against Ziggler on Sunday and then lose to him again that Monday?
On Monday, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you can have Breeze.
That'll get people watching Raw.
Breeze wins the belt on Sunday.
Which also makes sense because then they could start the thing with Ziggler.
Right. Injures Cena. Then that's your, with the selfie stick again. Get that over. Cena's gone.
Cena takes on so many things but then falls to the selfie stick.
That's right.
All right, Divas title on the line. Charlotte defending against Nikki in a rematch. Obviously, Paige is going to come into play somehow in this match.
Yeah.
I think that Paige will actually trick everyone pretty much and successfully help Charlotte. So I'm saying Charlotte retains.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, I think Charlotte retains. Paige helps Charlotte win, but then that deepens the rift because Charlotte didn't want any help. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Should I not have said that word?
We get 2.
No,
we get 2 for the
Braun
show.
Strowman can say that.
We get 2 for the show, so you're fine. All right, so Scott.
I'm gonna say that Paige gets involved and causes the accidental DQ, and Nikki wins, but she doesn't win the belt.
Gotcha.
Charlotte retains.
Christy.
Oh yeah.
It pains me to say Charlotte's going to retain, but let's not forget about Natty.
Yeah.
It could come down to Natty and Paige.
Yeah. The first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. You would think this is the end of this feud.
I was thinking that, but the fact that they've been hyping that it is the end of Lesnar and Undertaker's feud,
that it might not be.
Almost makes me think, geez, they're still going to keep going with Reigns and Wyatt. Because it does. I don't know what you do with either of them after this feud.
Well, you're going to have Survivor Series Team Wyatt with 4 of them versus Roman, Dean, and who knows the other 2.
100%. He's absolutely right.
Brothers of
and then it'll be,
or maybe the Usos. Is Jay ready yet? Is Jay healthy?
He was supposed to be back in September.
So maybe they're holding him off
soon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work.
All right,
there you go.
But so who are you picking to win the match?
Let's go Bray Wyatt.
All right. I'm saying Reigns.
I'll be hiding under the ring, Bray.
God. I'm saying Reigns wins.
I say Reigns as well.
Chrissy?
Yeah, okay. Reigns.
You sound so happy about that.
Ugh, I'm so over that feud.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth Rollins defends against Kane. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You came to save me.
All right, it was good.
Oh, that's 100%
But
accurate.
it's Braun luring him, doing impressions.
It's Braun in a Paul Bearer costume.
That's right.
Kane is alive.
I've been going back and forth with this match because I think if Kane wins, Sheamus will cash in. But I think again for
That's what the kids said.
I know, and it was a
stealing
good
their
idea.
prediction.
But I think actually Sheamus is going to end up cashing in on Raw this Monday night. So I'm saying Rollins retains.
So this is the greatest Raw in all of time.
They need it.
Yeah.
They need it.
Yeah.
I say Seth wins.
Yeah. Rollins going to retain.
I gotta go Seth.
And finally, the final battle between Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell. I'm saying Lesnar.
Lesnar.
All right, Undertaker, nobody has faith in you here. So,
But we love you.
yeah. Oh, and the tiebreaker question: how long will Undertaker's entrance be?
Oh, that's a weird one.
I'm going 4.5 minutes.
Saying it's so long he gets disqualified, and that's how Lesnar wins.
Yes.
Anyone? Minute, seconds? Anything?
Minute 7.
1 minute 7? Does he run into the ring?
Oh yeah.
All right. A minute 57.
He only does that when he catches on fire.
Yeah.
I say over 3 minutes, definitely.
Okay. So, folks, those are our picks. You're going to see all the AfterBuzz WWE host picks on the world of Twitter. It'll be posted on the AfterBuzz TV Twitter page. Matt, we've had a blast with you here.
It was a sincere pleasure.
Can you please plug, your podcast and how people can reach out to you and where you might be performing next?
I host the We Watch Wrestling podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 3:16 a.m. Go to WeWatchWrestlingPodcast.com. We're a proud member of Feral Audio. Tweet at me, at McCarthy Redhead. Go to my website. This is MattMcCarthy.com. And I'll be performing this Friday night at midnight at UCB here in Los Angeles on Sunset. And Dolph Ziggler will be on the show.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I did actually see that on his Instagram.
Get a load of that, kids.
And Christy, what about you?
Please check out ChristyReports.com and follow my YouTube channel at Christy Reports and hit me up at Christy Reports.
Scott Narver.
You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud, and also follow me at Curtain Jerks on Twitter.
All right, and you can follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram at The Will Rosenberg. Buy my t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. And before you check out Matt at UCB with Dolph Ziggler, you can go to IO West and check out me with Dolph Ziggler at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. I don't know how many tickets are left for that because I don't think there are many. Our theater is not as big as UCB.
Standing room only.
I'll be there.
Christy will be there.
Hanging from the rafters.
Check out WestIOImprov.com for details on that if there are any tickets left. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, everybody. For Christy Olsen, Scott Narver, and Matt McCarthy, I am Christian Rosenberg, and we will see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.